Hello everyone. Now I will give a little explanation about business communication. But before that, I will introduce myself first. My name is Nelia Christine Shadari with student registration number 231-6568. So now, let's get into initial context. What is communication, business, and business communication? Communication is the process of exchanging and understanding information or message between two or more parties. This process involves the sender, the receiver, and the communication channel, which can be verbal or words, or non-verbal or body movements, facial expressions. Business is an activity or endeavor aimed at obtaining, providing products or services to certain consumers and markets. So, business communication is the process exchanging information between individuals or groups within a business environment aimed at supporting the success of business activities. This communication is very important for coordination, decision-making, building relationships with customers, and overall organizing management. The components in the communication process are 1. Communicator, which includes factors such as communication skills, attitudes, knowledge, and social systems, as well as cultural, social-cultural, and physical-cultural influences. 2. Message, which is construction with certain elements, content, and structure resulting from the transformation of thoughts or ideas or feelings in the encoding process carried out by the communicator and then decoded by the communication. 3. Media or communication channel used to deliver message, which is perceived through the sentence. 4. Communicant, which contains factors similar to those of the communicator. 5. Effect, which is the consequence caused by communication activities, usually formulated as a change or differentiation of attitudes, opinions, and behaviors. The effect is sometimes also called the communication goal or to indicate the success of communication. 6. Feedback, which is the communication response during the communication process that can change to communication message, communication media, or the communicator. 7. Communication interference, disturbance concerned to make communication effective. This communication interference can be physical disturbance, semantic disturbance, or mechanical disturbance. 8. Environment, which influences the human communication process because communication does not occur in a vacuum. The purpose of business communication is to establish good working relationship and also to encourage productivity in the work environment. Through effective communication, a person can convey messages clearly and avoid misunderstandings between the sender and the receiver. Another purpose of business communication is to motivate employees and build trust among business partners. The scope of business communication includes 1. Internal, includes communication that occurs within an organization, such as between management and employees. The purpose includes giving direction, sharing information, or facilitating collaboration. 2. External, communication with parties outside the organization, such as customers, suppliers, business partners, and the main. The expected goals include marketing, customer service, or public relations. 3. Formal, structural communication regulated by specific rules or procedure in the organization. The purpose is tax achievement, official information delivery, or reporting. And the last, non-formal. It includes more relaxed and spontaneous communication between individuals in the organization. The purpose is to build social relationships or gain further understanding of an issue. Principle of business communication. Murphy and Hildebrand formulate 7 principles that must be obtained when conducting business communication. These 7 principles are summarized in the acronym 7C. The principles are 1. Completeness, which means we must strive to provide as complete information as possible to the party in need. Information builds trust and certainty in the receiver. People usually seek information because they face uncertainty, and complete information makes them feel certain. In addition, incomplete information often raises questions and makes communication ineffective. 2. Concise, which means communication should be present in clear, brief, and precise words. The complete information maintained above should be delivered clearly, succinctly, and compactly. This way, people can easily understand what we communicate without having to form or struggle to grasp the message's meaning. 3. Concreteness, which means the message communicated should be specific and concrete, not abstract. Often we revise abstract information as reflected in sentences like improvement quality of life or increasing quality. Actually, the sentence can be made concrete. For example, improvement of quality of life can be concretely stated as increasing income, raising educational standards, or improving health. 4. Consideration, which means the message delivered must take into account the situation of the receiver or communicant. We have studied the variables of the receiver earlier. When conveying business information, is it important to know who the communicant or recipient is? We carefully consider who or where our communicant is. 5. Clarity, which means the communicated message is formulated in sentences that are easy for the communicant to understand. This relates to the principle of communication as a sharing process. The information we convey must be user-oriented, so we make the information as clear as possible to be understood. The information conveyed is not intended to show the communicator's intelligence or education level by using words that reflect a high education level or by using terms or jargon that confuse the receiver. 6. Courtesy, which means politeness and manners are important in communication as a form of respect to the communicant. Courtesy is an essential part of communication. With politeness, people will appreciate and sympathize with us. Politeness in language, politeness in attitude, and politeness in behavior is an important and inherent part of human communication and actions. And the last, correctness, which means the communicated message is carefully crafted. Written message, this involves paying attention to grammar, and for oral message, it involves considering the communicant. Carefulness and accuracy will enable us to detect early if there are errors in the information packaging for our business communication activities. Okay, maybe this is the only explanation I can give. More or less, I apologize. Thank you for watching.